Oh yeah, for those that don't know. There we go. Yeah, now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. Alright, for those that haven't been following along for the last hour or so, the Nflpa and the league have not been able to come to an agreement. Therefore, we are currently in a lockout phase of this fight. So right now there's no football. The draft is gonna happen, but nobody's gonna get signed, nobody's gonna get traded, no nothing. So the question comes about, will there be any NFL players in this year's Madden? Now first, you have to really think about this. There's no clear-cut answer of whether there will be the NFL players, the actual NFL players, not talking about fictional NFL players, because there's language going around saying that that Ian Cummings and I think another person have confirmed that the NFL players will actually be in the game. Can't believe that. You can't, take that. You can take it as face value, but I wouldn't strictly go off of that. Obviously, we don't have view of any contracts or any, because out of all these contracts, the exclusive deals that NFL has signed with other entities, example given EA Sports, they could have a contract in place where the players are going to be in the game no matter what. So until a contract like that is made public, I choose not to believe that the players are going to be in the game. They are not going to be in the game. I don't believe they will be in the game for the simple fact that if the game itself is also licensed by the Nflpa, and if legally the Nflpa does not exist, try going to their website. The website's down, so technically they don't exist. So you can't say that your game is officially licensed by the Nflpa because there is no Nflpa as we speak. It's just a players' union that represents professional football players. That would expand out to UFL, Arena 2, any professional organization in the United States or North America that has professional football. Shoot, hell, they represent the CFL if they want to right now. They're not attached to the NFL anymore. Therefore, that reason right there would have me believe. Now, there are different views out there, so I understand that folks are going to come back and be like, well, the game are still going to have the NFL players. Ian Cummings reassured us. Is Ian Cummings over fucking Winfrey? No. So we're going to just listen to what he says? For those that are just quoting Ian Cummings, I wouldn't believe a word he says right about now. First of all, the man just introduced as two, not even huge features, and I gotta give it to this man. He knew exactly what he was doing when he introduced surprise on kicks and tuna sets. Now, I agree with one half of what he announced. I agree with the tuna sets. I've been playing NHL hockey, and that's what they have. I just wish Madden would have caught on sooner. You wouldn't have all these patches that come out like 5 months after the game comes out. And then, but the surprise on side kicks? No. But anyway, that's an old issue. And soon we're going to have new issues that pop up, like this one with the Nflpa. So again, the question at the beginning was, will there be actual NFL players in Madden 12? In this person's view, nope, I don't think so. There's no Nflpa, there's no players. We can have fictional players if they want to use the term NFL players. Scat players are NFL players. You're not going to get Chris Johnson. You're not going to get Peyton Manning. You're not going to get Drew Brees. You're not going to get Santana Moss, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson. You're not going to get any of those players. You're going to get players like, Julius Irving, even though he's a basketball player. But I'm just throwing names out there because how Madden can do it, they get just throw names together. You'll get Chad Manning. You'll get Drew Brady. You'll get all these names thrown together because they were fictional characters. Basically, what I'm saying is that they'll make it like NCAA 12. They'll just have numbers on them, and they'll just throw stats on them. Now, the one thing that EA needs to look out for, and I am going to put it out there, because Madden has been sued by the retired players for using their likeness without their consent, and have lost that lawsuit. So they cannot, I believe they cannot 100% guarantee that real NFL players are going to be in the game. They haven't said by name, they just said real NFL players. So if they use their likeness, then through some legal research and I'm not a guy, I will say it, I'll put it out there, I am not an expert when it comes to legal issues, so don't come down on me because I may be wrong. I'm not afraid to say what I need to say, to actively think about what is being said. This is just my opinion, like I'm saying. But if the Madden game tries to use the player's likeness in any form or fashion, I truly believe that the players will file for an injunction on the game itself. Because if this fight is all about money, then Madden is going to make NFL money. But the players are not going to get paid for their appearance and their likeness in a game because the owners have locked them out. So my thing is, why would the players sell out to the owners? Because if they allow their likenesses, their names, their faces, because come on now, they all they got to do, they have the faceplates. All they got to do is recycle them. They can't technically do that. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Like again, I'm not a legal expert. It's just my opinion. If there's no Nflpa, but yet you put out if by August it's still a lockout, and they put out the Nflpa license emblem on their game, they are technically wrong. And shoot, and not even just from the players, from customers like myself. Well, not a customer of Madden anymore, but that's false advertising. So you're gonna run. So basically, EA is gonna run a risk of having lawsuits coming from players, consumers. It's gonna come from everywhere. Retired players can come back and file another lawsuit, because I sure enough hope, like Brett Favre, he's now retired. He can legally, if his name is on that free agent list, he can sue. It's just, I just don't understand that these guys that are hoping for Madden to come out next year are happy that it's coming out next year, ignoring the obvious issues with this game. And it's just ridiculous. I don't get it. But again, just want to put it out there. I don't believe for 1 second that the NFL players will be in this year's Madden if there's a lockout by the time they go gold with the game.